Well, okay. So I just finished Cobra Kai season 6 part 2 before you guys asked. I'm a liar. I said I was going to watch one video last night. It was 2 a.m. I got work literally in 3 hours as I'm making this 2 hours. 3 hours actually. I keep forgetting like work. It don't matter. And well, this is not going to be a full crazy review, but this is just going to be a review of what the fuck just happened. I'm not trying to make like a crazy full out like 40-minute long debate or review about this. I'm just going to make like a quick video talk about how amazing this second part was. A lot of people are like, quote unquote, like shitting on the Cobra Kai writers for how lackluster the first part was. But honestly, I think this just shows why it's we honestly needed to wait, because I think people forget that this is usually how Cobra Kai started. Cobra Kai always like started in like a like weak kind of aspect, and then it gets better and better as it goes. And I think it shows a lot when you watch the show or rewatch the show. And it's no surprise that they did this with this part and with this season with the separate parts. As much as I don't like it, it definitely paid off. I know I'm kind of late on saying this, but there will be spoilers. So if you have not watched the season yet, please click off this video. But yeah, let's get into a little bit of it. If y'all want me to make a full out in-depth video of my review of the season, you can let me know. I just gotta find the time to do it because YouTube is not my full-time job. I have a full-time job outside of YouTube. So anyways, let's talk about it first. Axel and Zara easily became my favorite characters of the show so quick, especially Axel. Learning that Axel has like a soft side, he literally gets fucking, I don't know if I can say this word on YouTube, abused. And even when he got turned down by Sam, you can tell bro was just like, he's a scared dude in the inside, but he got that badass in him. And Zara, I said this in my, I think, Cobra Kai season 6 video is going to be insane. I said this, Zara easily is a Black Air Force character. I love her character so much. Even if she's a bitch, like she literally makes you laugh in most aspects. I love her cocky attitude when it came to like instigating Tori and just the other fighters. Really Tori. I love how they gave her like this Jared McClain vlog update on IG Live type shit. It was funny because I was making jokes like the entire time. Like, us being Black content creators, we have to add a little bit of like memes and stuff like that. And I just couldn't imagine Yara just walking up after beating like Tori from Cobra Kai and saying, "Tori who? Cobra Kai who? Who the fuck is a Cobra Kai?" Another thing about what I love this season so much was just the beef that Robbie and Quan had together. Like they kept that chemistry and stuff like that. And you could tell that after Quan got belt to ass to Robbie, that boy was not going to lose to him again. And like I said, I love this shit. I love how they kept this beef going, especially if it was under a misunderstanding and they were doing it off of pure emotion while Tori really didn't cheat on him. I didn't like how, well, to be fair, and it added on the beef that Tori and Zara had. I did like the scene where Zara took advantage of Robbie being drunk, and Tori ended up having that same scene she had where she caught Miguel and Sam kissing while Sam was drunk as shit. So it kind of got like callbacks from the first or second season, excuse me. And like I said, this is why I say don't talk shit before shit is done. If there was like one thing that did piss me off the entire season, or at least the second part, it had to be the whole conclusion of Devin giving laxative to Kenny. I did not like how they ended that, okay? I did not like how Devin basically had no consequences to her action. And they wanted me to feel bad that she was calling Kenny in tears, taking accountability and stuff like that. Like, honestly, it just, I hated that scene because it's like, I wouldn't say it's not her character. I mean, it's really not her character, but it's like, I can understand why she did it, but I didn't like it. I didn't like how, the senseis were just like, okay, we're just gonna be okay with cheating. Especially Johnny. Like, we know Johnny's character would not fuck with that in season 1 and 2. I mean, we saw it in season 2. We saw how much Johnny don't like people winning by cheating in season 2, and that it was such a good scene because it shows that Johnny, even if it was Robbie, Johnny really wanted to fight with honor. He did not want to use his students to fight dirty because he went through that. So the fact that he found out one of his favorite students from Eagle Fang Cobra Kai, did what she did to Kenny, and was still able to come in, fight, and she didn't even get chewed out by not even him or Kenny. Now I understand that like that's not their characters, but it's like considering the fact that Anthony Russo was about to get beat the shit up and was quite literally forced as the villain to be like, oh, you did this, when in reality he fucking did it. And that was like the one time where I was like defending Anthony. It's like he really did not. So like Anthony, yeah, did he post the memes? Did he poop? Did he post the memes, or did he like move the shit more to be embarrassed? Yes, that's where I could say, yeah, that's a good point. But like outside of him actually doing it, that was kind of fucked up, especially since Devin literally admitted to him while he was there, literally gargling down laxative as we speak. Yeah, I did it, Kenny. That scene right there, that was one thing I did not like. But other than that, everything else was pretty fun to watch. Like I said, bear with me. There's so many scenes that I loved in this second part of the season that I honestly, like I said, it's hard to like talk and do this. I never really did videos like this, full out talk about the season. But yeah, I guess another scene I liked was I liked the scene where Chosen and Kim all of a sudden became a thing after my boy got turned down. That was a pretty lit part of the season. And then even during the final fight in the season so far, or at least in a second part, we even got that moment. That was sick. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Kwan's death. Okay. This is one of the reasons why I love this show. They subvert expectations so well. I know this was not on anybody's bucket list that Kwan was gonna die in the Senkai Taikai. Like, I felt like it was gonna happen to a certain extent because they already brought up like the whole thing about how during like the 40s and 50s somebody did pass away in the Sekai Taikai. While they didn't say how, but like it made like a big thing throughout the season about how Miyagi might have caught a body when he was fighting in the Sekai Taikai, and it really fucked with Daniel mentally. So the fact that this shit happened to a Cobra Kai student of all people is, like I said, perfect S tier. I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're glazing the show." I'm not glazing. I'm not these type of people that go out and just try to find something to nitpick on. I say things as much like I say things as how I see it, and if in my opinion, really, if you had a different opinion about the season, that's on you. This is all my opinion. We could have a debate. Overall, I think this season the second part was perfect. I like I said, I really need people to understand this is not new with Cobra Kai. This is not. People are like, oh, I think the first part was so lacking. The second part needs to be good. I need y'all to understand this is what they do. This is what they do. This is how they always started their seasons. This is how they always did since 2018, since I started watching the show. When we started watching it, it was cool, but it was like, okay, where the action at? But then it got better. We had the cafeteria fight scene with Miguel, and then we had the All Valley, and then season 2 we had Hawk's transformation becoming a bully, and then we had the mall fight, and then we got the school fight, and then we had the season 3 we had the first half Miguel rehabilitating back to walking, and then we had the moment where fucking Hawk broke his friend's arm in the I think 4th or 5th episode, and then we had the house fight. Like, this is what they do. This is exactly how they do. And considering that we have a legit another part, it's only gonna get more and more intense probably as it goes. Because like I said, they ended it off with a cliffhanger. They killed off Quan and ended it off with a cliffhanger. That's gonna fuck with a lot of people there mentally, no matter what dojo they're at. And that's what I love, because like I said, it's like shit. We were boxing and stuff like that, all because fucking school wanted to do the Fernando Tatis special, and now we got a dead kid on our hands on live television. Like this was, look at this. It was the 40s and 50s. They didn't have television like that, live feed like that. They didn't have that 2024 modernness. They just like people watching this shit just witnessed the all out brawl go out at the Sekai Taikai, and then a student passing away from a knife. And the crazy thing about it was Kreese's knife, so that shit kind of on Kreese, because Kreese wanted to catch a body. That's I think that's like one of the best things about them bringing back Terry Silver. Is like Terry Silver is a master manipulator. I cannot wait to bring him into a video where we actually talk about his Black Air Force moments, because you want to talk about D1 menaces. We were talking about how Kreese was a recruiter. That man Silver is the dean of the University of Menace, like Menace University. Like he is the whole dean. That boy is the ultimate recruiter, bro. But anyways, let me know how y'all like about this second part of the season. Yeah, I'm out. Peace.